Hi, my name's John Ray. I'm with Hawkins Outfitters in northern Michigan. We're going to tie the Little Rascal 2.0. It's a little variation on the original Little Rascal that you can find at the Orvis shop or orvis.com. It's a pattern that I just added a sparkle brush to, 2.0 version, that just gives it a little bit more bling. Also comes with a follow loop that I learned from Richard Strolis. Sorry, Richard, if I pronounced your last name wrong. CatchingShadows.com. Great website, full of patterns, great tire. He has a Vimeo channel that I learned this from. The pattern that I stole the loop, the mono loop following from is called the Silly Rabbit. Great little fly, pretty much the same thing, but he uses a hard plastic cap where we've been using the cone head for more of a lamprey jigging action. So I'm going to start off with a ginger rabbit strip, and I've already started with the mono here that you can see, wrapped it back. We're going to then kind of fold that over so it makes a little loop in the rabbit, so that helps prevent the rabbit from following around the hook. So nice little trick. Thank you again, Rich. So make sure to follow him online, give him a little like on Instagram, on his any Vimeo stuff, Facebook. Does a really good job. So anyway, for length on the rabbit, what I like to do is I come in here, I measure one length, put my fingers back, and I come back, measure two lengths, so that should give me a nice little tail. Usually the longer the tail, it's nice, because you can always trim it after you're done. I'll come in here, secure my rabbit down with a couple loose thread wraps, kind of securing it nice and tight right there. Bring my scissors up here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pierce the rabbit hide. Come in there, make a nice hole. Insert the mono. Now this is always a little bit tricky, so if it doesn't go smoothly, my apologies. I'll just fast forward this part, but anyway, we're going to make that loop. Got that through there. You don't want it too tight, so I'll just pull on that rabbit there so that that whole section is nice and smooth. And it looks like I have a guard hair stuck up in there, but that's no big deal. So we have our loop nice and secure there. That's going to extend that tail out and prevent it from following around there. Again, great trick. Thank you again, Rich. Bring our thread just a little bit forward. And what we're going to do is bring this rabbit, palmer it back a little bit, just adding to the little bit of a bulk here. We're going to do two loose wraps around there. Bring our thread, secure that down. We're just going to add a little bit of copper flash here. So, 2 strands of copper flash. Seems like copper and ginger in the springtime works really well, especially on the Manistee with a little bit of tannic water. Separate those. We're going to just leave that rabbit there, so this will get a little bit messy. Come back, tie that in, secure that down, a couple loose wraps. We're just going to measure now the flash to the tail length. kind of give it a nice little trim. Put that away. Alright, next step we're going to do is these MFC sparkle brushes. So if you haven't thrown the sparkle minnow yet, it's definitely a must-have pattern. Maybe we'll do a fly tying video on that. It's on the internet already. We have a couple variations that we use on the Pine River that have been really effective, but I can't think the motivation is patterns evolved, is that, you know, this sparkle material just add a little bit of bling to this fly. So the original pattern still works really well, but anyway, now we'll take the sparkle brush, secure it in there, advance your thread. Now what I do is I kind of wrap the sparkle brush and the rabbit now at the same time. So pull that back, one guard hair in there that I'll just kind of pull on my there we go. Wrap it, pull it back. Go. Take our scissors. I always kind of bounce my thread there. Kind of gets it through that material a little bit. Kind of massage that thread point. There we go. Now we're getting it. Looking good. There it is, blending that nice together. Pull that rabbit out. Some people like to use wire cutters. I just use my scissors. Grab that little rabbit, pull that hard in there. Alright, now we're good. Alright, last step here is just to our collar. Lampreys have definitely a lighter color underbody than a little bit like olive, ginger collar in the front. So we're going to just take a rabbit strip and make a nice collar here. Cut my rabbit to a little bit of an angle. Secured that little part right underneath the cone. Kind of judge our rabbit which way we have to wrap it. Try to say that fast. Pull it back. Go. Come in there. Pull that kind of hard, gets underneath that cone. And there you go. Alright, a couple whip finishes. I'll just take my scissors here and I'm just going to pull on the body, kind of separating. You can do that with a scissors, you can do it with a comb, you know, being a guy that doesn't have a lot of hair, don't have a lot of combs around. Got good length there, nice little rascal pattern. Hopefully that will work for you guys. Make sure to check out the blog post at hawkinsoutfitters.com with more details. And thank you.